G'day guys, Jay Sini here, and in this video we're going to be talking about an absolute beast of a stock, and that one is Dropbox. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. So in this particular video, we're going to be talking about one of my best performing stocks so far, and that stock is Dropbox. So I'm sure people are very familiar with what Dropbox does. They're a cloud storage company. I use it all the time. I have so much stuff in the cloud, whether it be for work or just photos, things like that. So it's becoming a part of people's lives more and more every single year, which is great. It makes the business model very sticky. Once you get into Dropbox, it's pretty rare that people are going to leave and go somewhere else. So it's a great business model in that respect. But the results for this have just been phenomenal. I'm actually up 66% at the moment on this particular stock. So I'm going to have a look at some of their earnings and see why this stock just continues to beast. So if we look at their latest earnings, Dropbox actually grew revenue 13.5% year over year. So this period just gone, you compare that to the previous year of that period, and revenue is up 13.5%. So for this particular quarter, revenue is $530.6 million. So they made that just in one quarter, which is a fantastic result. So annual recurring revenue from people that are involved with Dropbox is now up to $2.16 billion. So the revenue growth has just been really consistent and really strong for quite a long period in time now. It's not one of those super high growth companies where you're seeing revenue shoot up like 40%, 50% in a year. What we've seen is a consistent double-digit growth around that 12, 13, 14, 15%. You know, it's a really great company that's just been consistently growing. It's one of my favorites. So paying users grew solidly to 16.14 million. So that was compared with 14.96 million. So they're getting more and more paying users on the platform year after year, which is just fantastic. That's what we want to see. We want to see a business growing and not in decline. Operating margin is actually up huge, which is fantastic. I believe it was around 28, 29% from what I've read. So that's fantastic. The higher they can get that margin as a percentage, it means they're holding on to more of the cash that they make, which is fantastic. It's what we like to see, not only growing revenues, but also a margin that's getting even better. So that brings free cash flow for this quarter to $216 million. Fantastic result. So Dropbox actually did so well that they raised their full year profit guidance. You know, it's up. I think their low end is now actually higher than what their high end was previously. So it's going to be a great result this year for the company and anyone that's invested in it. And I personally believe they're going to continue to grow. Of course, I don't know this is in the future, but based on past performance, this is what I'm seeing. So these were great results. So what we see based on these earnings, it puts Dropbox at a forward PE of about 18. And 18, which is incredibly low, especially for a company that we're seeing revenue growth of about 13%. You know, it's such a great company. You know, I can't sing praises high enough for this one. And this PE ratio of 18 is actually lower than the market average. So it's trading lower than what some of the other cloud companies in the space are doing. So makes you wonder why. I think Dropbox just hasn't quite got the respect it deserves yet. I think some institutions have probably seen that over the last year and they've started to buy up, and that's why we've seen the stock price go up quite dramatically. Even in 2021, I jumped on the train a little bit earlier than that. I saw there was a lot of potential in Dropbox, so I've seen some great gains in that. But I guess the real question is, you know, is it time to sell? Is it time to buy? Is it time to hold? Now, of course, you need to make your own decisions. Do not take my advice for this because I'm not a financial advisor and I do not know your situation. But for my situation, I look at this company, I see my 66% return, and every single time I think about selling, I look at the financials and I think, how can I? How can I sell this company? You know, like really, where am I going to park the money that's going to be better and more consistent than what I've got in Dropbox? You know, like the year-on-year growth is just fantastic, and it's certainly outperformed any savings account that I could possibly put the money into. Like the rates at the moment, given interest rates are so low, it's just an absolute joke. So every time I think about selling, because I've seen such a rise, I'm like, well, where else am I going to park this money? Like it's just a company that's done so well. So at the moment, I'm holding Dropbox. I'm going to continue to hold it. I think it's going to continue to perform in the future because relative to its peers and its growth rate, I personally believe that it is undervalued. So I might consider adding here. I'm a little bit more intrigued at the moment with Coinbase. I'm going to be doing a little bit more buying of that. But Dropbox, it's a fantastic company. If you manage to get it at that 18 mark, roughly where I bought it, you're up quite significantly. And even if you got in a little bit later at 2022, you're still doing really well on this stock. So personally, I think that Dropbox is going to continue to see the rise that it's on. Currently, I think that trajectory is probably going to continue. I've just been watching stocks over the last year or so, and it seems like every single day, Dropbox is just up a little bit more. We don't see huge moves with that stock. It's not like 5% up, 5% down in a day. It's really rare to see that. It's just very consistent, very slow, gradually increasing over time from what I've seen in the last year. So who knows? Things might change. It might get crazy. We might see some market crashes and the price might go down quite dramatically. Or who knows? It might rocket up. We just can't predict the future. But something that I've learned and a lot of other investors, including Warren Buffett, have said that it's not so much about the stock price, it's more about the business. If you can buy a business that has great fundamentals, that's growing really strong, and the price happens to be right, it's not too overvalued, then that's what you want to be getting into. It's not the short-term stock moves. So for me, Dropbox is one of those companies that's just fantastic, continues to grow. And we're just seeing this from the results. They say what they're going to do and they deliver, and then they update their guidance to make it even better. So a great result, great company. And I think that's pretty much all I can say about it. So I'd really like to hear what you guys think about Dropbox in the comments. Is this one that you're invested in? Is this one you're thinking about? Because I know that a lot of institutions have really started to get on board with Dropbox, and obviously it's the institutions that really start to move the stocks. It's not the retail investors. As much as we can pile in together, it's really at the end of the day for a lot of these stocks when the institutions start buying that really starts to move the price. So I'd be keen to hear what you guys think about Dropbox. Of course, my name is Jay Sini. Thank you so much for watching the Australian Wealth Channel. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It really helps to get these videos out to more people. And of course, if you want to get yourself a free stock, I have an affiliate link in the description where you can sign up with Stake and get investing in the US markets and the Australian markets very shortly. And when you sign up and deposit money, you will get a free stock. It might be GoPro, or it might be Dropbox, or it might be Nike. Who knows? You never know unless you sign up. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and we will see you later.